Mad, sick, Reggaeville.
Reggaeville family, welcome to Munchy's Yaad. This is my yard in Kingston, Jamaica, and I welcome you in my space, and of course I welcome a whole lot of guests in my space. I want to introduce to you new talents, also established talents that have never been before interviewed by me for Reggaeville. So there's a whole lot for you to discover. You will meet great talents, great voices, great personalities. And today I have a very special guest. His name is Tóke. And I do not want to just chat too much, right? Because it's all about my guest right here. This is why I want to just pass on the microphone to Tóke. And Tóke, please, would you briefly introduce yourself with your own words to the Reggaeville Massive?
Yes, blessed Munchy. Give thanks for having me in your beautiful yard. Jackson Road, you don't know.
Yeah,
Look at the view, Reggaeville, it's nice. Yeah, my name is Tóke. I'm an Indonesian-German reggae artist and musician, I would say. I would not only say singer, but musician, you know. I play instruments and sing and like to compose stuff and engineer stuff and things.
Wow.
So, you know, I like that holistic approach to music. So, yeah, but I'm here in Jamaica to play some music and to develop my musical skill, so to say, and my inspiration, gather some inspiration.
Sounds good.
And yeah, man, give thanks for having me, you know, Munchy.
Yeah, well, thanks
Respect.
for coming by. Thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
coming by. But of course, I guess the first thing that pops to your head when I was dropping your name is, what does that mean? And
Yeah.
where does the name come from, actually, Tóke?
Yeah, well, Tóke is actually, I mean, I learned that name or that word from Indonesia, actually, you know.
Okay.
So my grandmother gave me that name. And you know, if you're in Indonesia and you spend time like in the evening hours, like 6 o'clock outside, you will start hearing some geckos making noises like Tóke, Tóke, and you know, it's like very, yeah, you hear that a lot in Indonesia in the evening hours. So that was kind of influential for me somehow, you know. And as geckos also crawl around the place, and I crawl around the place when I was not up walls, you know, but like on the ground. Yeah, my grandma started calling me, so you know. So yeah, it was kind of a natural thing to stick to that name. So yeah.
And you mentioned it already several times. Your roots lie partly in Indonesia, partly also in Germany. So what motivates a German Indonesian to make reggae music? I mean, you can also tell me how you started making music in general in the first place, but then also like where did you get in touch with reggae music first and how you fell in love with that?
Well, I've been playing music actually ever since I got the guitar from my dad when I was 9, you know, from my mom. Or it's actually not important. Dad and mom was a parent's gift.
Right.
And I never stopped playing music ever since. So I started off actually in like a ska punk band. So that was my first band. There was electric guitar. And I was like 13 at that time. And I was singing already, but not really singing, you know, like a teenager sings. Like, yeah. So just trying to do my thing, you know. And yeah, and then I had another band, and I'm still involved in that project, definitely. Stepping Stone, big up yourself, Bridgens. And it was kind of a singer-songwriter, folk, soul, funk, reggae kind of vibe. Yeah, it was kind of a mixed thing, and yeah, they're like my best homies actually. So big up yourself again. And it was actually 2011 when I went to Reggae Jam for the first time that I really fell in love with reggae somehow. And yeah, I can't really. It's hard to explain what exactly drew me into that, you know. But I don't know. I think it was like the whole vibe at Reggae Jam, plus the people, plus the music that, you know, was appealing to me somehow, plus the message behind it. You know, it's not like nonsense music. Of course, you have like nonsense reggae as well, like, you know what I mean, like without any substance or anything. But yeah, but I thought it was a music with a message and with a meaning and with a mission as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that's what kind of drew me into that and made me stick to it. You know, to the point that I'm in Jamaica now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. I was just about to say, because that draw must have been very strong. Now you're in Jamaica. Is this the first time for you to come here?
Yeah, it's my first time, and it's been sick. You know, like 3 months just packed with experiences and nice moments and nice encounters with people, you know. And I've met so many artists that I look up to and musicians I look up to and jammed with them and held a reasoning with them. And it's like, apart from the beautiful nature in Jamaica, you know, in Portland most especially. But yeah, it's been great, you know. Time's almost over, but I still give thanks for you know, for the opportunity to be here. So respect, yeah.
I can only imagine that it is also a very inspirational place. Do you write your lyrics yourself, and were you able to draw inspiration from this experience coming here, maybe also interacting with other musicians?
Of course I write them myself. Oh, you mean? You think I'm a ghostwriter?
Oh, no.
No, so yeah, I do write them myself for sure. And you know, say like I spent 1 month in Kingston. When was that, like a month ago maybe, and I wasn't really able to write any song because city life generally kind of stresses me out, like especially big cities, and Kingston can get really stressful. So yeah, it was 1 month without writing anything. But when I went to Portland, to Long Bay, you know, on the first day I wrote like 3 songs. So it has been very inspirational, the countryside of Jamaica to me, and I found a lot of topics to write about as well, you know, like, yeah, you see a lot of social problems here, you know, a lot of poverty and like a division between different classes, I think is a very present topic here. And you feel that in your everyday life somehow, and of course it makes you write about it somehow, because it's really hard to take, and the poverty and seeing that, you know, sufferation of the people. And yeah, it makes you want to write about it, you know. So I think when I go back to Germany, like within the next year, I'll write so many songs about this that I can't process right now at this moment, you know. But that's how it goes, you know. Yeah.
For you as a German Indonesian with possibly, I mean, I've never been to Indonesia, but possibly a very different background. I would definitely love to know. But so the background could be, I mean, you maybe can explain to me, different from Jamaica, but could you were you able to draw like a connection between the society, the culture, the way of life, or something?
Well, I mean, both countries were former colonized countries, right? So I think you see a lacking infrastructure in some senses, and like a certain kind of messiness, you know, where I see a parallel between Kingston and Jakarta, for instance, the city where I was born and lived for 9 years. So and I do have the impression, you know, it's an island as well, like Jamaica and Indonesia's an island state, right? So they have thousands or millions islands. I don't even know. So yeah, you have, you know, you see coconut trees and you see bananas. You know, you don't see them in Germany, right?
No,
so so yeah, so when I was here, it was kind of, it did feel like home a little bit. So I didn't feel like, whoa, like coconut trees and mangoes and papayas, like wow, I've never seen that before. I had seen that before, you know. And yeah, sometimes I do feel like the mentality is similar in some points. Like if I see a group of men chatting here in Jamaica, it kind of reminds me the way they talk to each other, you know, and they like to like diss each other a little bit, like out of fun, you know what I mean? And it reminds me of my dad and his friends and stuff, like talking around and chatting around and use similar words, even like boss, to say boss to each other, to a friend or something. Yes, my boss. Could be Indonesian as well, you know. So yeah, there are some parallels for sure. Yeah, yeah, man.
Tóke, I thank you very much for giving me a little cultural exchange between Jamaica, Germany, Indonesia. Also, thanks for sharing your experience and your background with me. I would love to leave the last minutes of this interview just to you. This is your microphone, this is your time, your space. Okay. So you can share whatever you want to with the Reggaeville family out there. So
yeah,
thank you very much.
Yeah, first and foremost, you know, give thanks to everybody who kind of helped me and support me in this musical journey and spiritual journey, you know, including Reggaeville, the whole media, like Radio Magazine, and my family and friends. But I want to sing a song for you guys, if it's cool.
Yeah, man, definitely.
I'm not even sure whether my guitar is in tune, but I can work that out quickly. Well, yeah. Let me know. I miss a Reggaeville charting with a vision. Charting step by step. Reggaeville charting with a mission. And in this mission, them have to invest. Yeah. Munchy charting with a vision, yeah. Charting step by step, yeah. Charting with a mission. And in this mission, them have to invest. Hear me now. I am awake and I'm alive, 2 feet on the ground carrying this burden 10 pounds. I have a vision in my eyes, see me day up on stage bringing the rhythm and sound. Cause this your music make me high, I time my name and my face I make the round. Me say me ready for the game, it's all about the message not the fame, no. Hear that? Yeah, respect. Tóke say so, you know?
Mad, sick, Reggaeville.